Morning, everyone. Well, today we're on the other side of the creek. There's the tree house, and there's the barn foundation. And right there in the trees, there's the old stump where we were pulling off yesterday. So, got a lot of air traffic today. If I were old and retired, I'd probably want to be riding around looking at things turn green. So we're trying to keep this tidy. So this right here is either cover crop or it's forage. Not hay. It's might be weed, or it's something we shouldn't be in. But right now it's pretty dry, so this is our opportunity to get in here and get back out. So the goal today is to leave not a whole lot more than crumbs. So that's a very odd analogy. Anyway, so we're gonna pull some trees out here and then come back in. So the Amish guys went and they broke the cedar bush, broke this other tree. Let's go over to the stump. So all of this right here is our four-wheeler trail. Our four-wheeler trail used to go behind here, and we dug it up some, and there's some big rock steps there now. So right there's some flowers growing. So this apparently all used to be open and mowed, I guess, because there's lots of flowers in here you wouldn't expect. So this has been overgrown for a long time. So anyway, I came up the trail this morning because I couldn't get in here any other way. And I'm going to stand on the stump. There's the rest of the tree right in the creek. And then that broken one, I'll cut that up too. I'll probably cut up the cedar bush too. Cedar is great for campfires and whatnot. It heats just fine. It just goes pretty quick. Kind of like pine. The fun bit is it snaps and pops a lot, so you get that. So right here, that's a stick, or yeah, just a limb I stuck there, but that's where the Amish came in with the horse. Sawed the log off, pulled it right out of here. Well, they went out there too, up across the field and kicked it in the ditch. So we're gonna cut this apart and then pull it out piece by piece. I guess I'll pull it out in the field and then we'll limb everything. There's one I just cleaned up. I think I'll take the Honda and the trailer and clean everything up. That way we're not digging into the winter wheat. The Tacoma is about as light as it can be. I mean, look at all the big horse pock marks in here. A lot of people like horse logging because it doesn't rip the forest open as much, but I don't know. With our little Honda and our Tacoma, we can come in here almost without a footprint. I mean, the horses are digging deeper than I do, unless I'm spinning. So I'm going to try and winch myself out of there. Hopefully I can find somewhere to winch off of. I'm not sure what I was thinking, but I figured I could throw logs in there and load it and then winch out if I had to. I wasn't thinking about winching, really, honestly. So anyway, we're not doing any of that. So we're going to be gathering wood out here in the field. We're going to cut everything off of this tree we can, all the big limbs, and then limb the little limbs off. And then I'm going to try and see if I can pull it out one way or another. Right up through here, there's just those old honeysuckle bushes. That's what the Amish guys called them. I grew up on the other side of the hill. I'm going to fall in the creek. I'm on the log. There we go. I'm not a good balancer. So we can pull it up through there. That would be one way to go. That's probably the way we'll go because we got just lots of old junk there, growth and whatnot. We're going to cut that limb off, that limb. I'm going to cut it right down to the nub. One straight piece preferably, and pull it right up through there. That'll be fine. I guess first of all, we're going to pull everything out in the woods, out in the field that we can. Like there's a limb right there that curves down. We'll probably cut that off and try and pull it up in the field. But basically, I'm going to pull one limb at a time, cut it up, limb it, throw those pieces away, and then it'll be nothing but a couple broken twigs and some sawdust when we're done. Ooh. And then we'll just we'll have our lane inside of here again. We'll just fill up all these spaces. So that's where I pulled the first one. Or did I? Oh, it's over there, duh. So we'll cut that one up too. That one I limbed down pretty good. So this is all leftover trash, brush. I was piling it up along there. That's a pretty good idea because it'll keep the kids out of the field. And when I have my family and friends over with ATVs and stuff, it'll keep them out of the field. Because last fall, they went out and tore that all up. We had a lane along the outside edge here and down through. So we don't need that anymore. That way, what's his name here can farm all the way up. You can kind of see the edge. See the last row. So way down there, you can see it's kind of muddy. That's where they were hammering it around in the ATVs. Up across the field too. Until I came and yelled at him. I'm like, hey man, I like my privileges here. I don't need any of them taken. So I was gonna come in here and load, but there's sticks and stuff there, so we're gonna clean everything up here, and then I'll have to find a way in and out of here with the four-wheeler. Probably right here somewhere. That's basically it. Last year we piled sticks up here. So when we moved here last year, there was a big giant cedar bush right behind that one tree that fell over. It's probably bigger than this one right here. And it had a lot of pieces to it, so it fell over, and well, it was falling over already. I can come out here, I guess. We'll probably pile some of this up. The kids don't usually go through there though. So the stump actually settled. Yeah, so there's flowers and stuff here too, all the way down. So I don't really want it to be open because the kids are pretty bad about running and playing in the creek. They'll play right here. So what we'll probably do this summer is we'll weed eater it. We'll leave it a little taller so they don't go in there. And then usually I mow over to the edge, all along the edge and up. So what it'll probably end up being is the laneway to get in here is over here. It's on the little toll pipe, or the little water pipe. There's flowers over there under that tree too, all the way down here. This backyard is beautiful in the summertime. So I'll probably, last fall I put my mower way up and just came down to the edge and got stuck. And somebody on an ATV tried to smash through here and got stuck, hung right up to the belly. So I think we'll just leave the brush and stuff will grow along the edge here, try and get the kids out. Which is pretty good because they got to cross the bridge over here. They got to walk all the way down the lawn, cross the bridge, walk all the way across here to get over to the four-wheeler trail, or they got to go down the other lane to the pond. And basically, if I'm in the barn and I'm missing a kid, I'll just run out to the backyard and then up onto the hill here, and I can see back to the pond. Usually that'll work, but never take kids for granted, man. They're so quick. You have 1 minute of inattention, and it takes a lot of work for me to get focused on a job, and then sometimes I get zoned in so hard I forget, keep track of time, and next thing I know, I'm running after a toddler. And they're not toddlers anymore, man. They're quick on their feet. So We're going to clean up as much as we can, get the next log pulled out, and I think I'll catch up with you guys once we are probably most of the way done. I want to do a video of me pulling the big piece of tree out of here. I guess the cool thing is, that's a bed of watercress. That stuff, you can make salads. We could ride our four-wheelers down the creek too. Maybe not. There's one limb right there that you can barely see that's probably not going to get moved. Unless that was that limb I was pointing at and saying I'll cut that off from the other side. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go now. I'm going to go straight to cutting, pulling, cleaning, doing all the fun stuff. I don't know why I love manual labor, but it just helps me set my mind right. Sometimes that's a necessary thing, and then we'll go work in the shop. See ya. Well, I finally got my other flag in the mail. Honda and Toyota. Looking less and less like a grow house, and more like I don't really know. Maybe the inside of your race trailer. Sometime I think maybe going toward next fall we'll finish up the insulation, and then we'll get a long sheet of cardboard and we'll hold it against the edge of the wall there and just paint everything white, and then reorganize everything, like more of the furniture can go upstairs. And I'm gonna collect more carpets and try and lay carpet, cover everything upstairs, because some places like this up here we got a big gap. Or is it here? It's right here. You can't see it because there's a carpet over it, but we got to try and insulate this. Fuel prices are ridiculous again. Next year we'll probably, what I'll do is I'll make a rocket heater out of that air compressor. I honestly doubt it's worth fixing. And then we have one more air compressor out back. We can also make a rocket stove out of that for boiling maple syrup. Speaking of which, this morning we figured out we got about 24 pints. So let's go stack some firewood, eh? Hey guys, it's been a long day, man. So the farmer came out here and was spraying, and spraying nitrogen. I'd assume he's trying to get it green for plowing under. So this tree here is in his way, so I decided I'd come down here and get this cut down. The rest we can tackle from inside the woods, I think. There's some more down there. We can get to that and on another day. But we'll have this path open. So I got all of this cut, and then I got 10 tons of sticks over here. The skeeters are already out. My arms are filthy, and I have a feeling I'll have a sunburn. So the tree stump for this one's over there. I hear my four-wheeler running. Looks like we got visitors. Oh, she lost one of the kids. No, something else. Maybe her phone. Man, I heard all over. I'm gonna stop doing this now. Stop. You're under arrest. Alright guys, that's the end. See you in the next one then. Thanks for watching.